Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Benson the Storyteller. If you haven't subscribed, please press on the subscribe button on the bottom right hand side of your screen and follow my videos. Today was a nice day. I mean, you can't see it now, but the sun was out. Usually it's cloudy and cold because it's winter, but I think we've just entered into spring. Yeah, the sun's out a little bit more and it's a little bit warmer. It's not cold all the time. So it's nice. You can see the weather isn't so bad. The sky is clear. Yeah, so it's been a nice day, but I wasn't so happy today because there's a friend of mine who decided to resign from where we work at. He's a guy from Zambia, one of my best friends in this country. We arrived more or less at the same time, got the same type of job and worked at the same place, and he's been here for around 2 years. Some weeks ago he took his leave that he was going back home to visit, and then yesterday he called me and told me that he's not coming back. You know, he said abroad wasn't for him. You know, well, some people, you know, you have to come to a foreign country to understand. You know, some people will be like, you know, how do you get to Europe and you just decide to come back home? Well, you know, one of the big differences between Europe and Africa is that back in Africa people are very social. You know, you meet someone on the road and you say hello, hi, how are you doing? You don't have to know someone to talk to them. But in this country, people are not very social. You know, it's more like people keep to themselves, really. And it's not common to just talk to a stranger on the road, you know, just to say hi, you know. If you're like, you know, the way we do at home when you just meet someone, you're like, how are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, how was your day? Sometimes if you do that here, hello, how are you?
I wanted to be in your vlog.
Oh yeah, hi.
Hi!
What's your name?
Caitlin.
Yeah?
Why
I'm
are you
Benson.
vlogging?
My viewers are in Kenya.
Oh, hi,
Yeah, Kenya.
Yeah.
Kenya! Bye! Bye!
Bye guys. Yeah, so they're friendly. Sometimes you come across people who are friendly, but most of the time people keep to themselves. Like you can live in a certain place for very long without knowing your neighbors. You don't know where they work, you don't know what they do. People are from work going home, you know. So as I was saying, sometimes this country gets very, very lonely. If you're used to the African like social settings where you'd go out, make new friends, have fun. When you come to a country like this, it takes time to make friends. So my friend was kind of like, I don't like the social life, there's the lack of social life, I mean. Always being alone. Most of the time you're from work straight to your house, from your house straight back to work. And he just couldn't take it anymore. He said he missed his family, he missed his kids, and he decided to go back. Initially he told me that he wanted to go, but I told him, look, just take it easy, think about it. With the time you might change your mind, but I think it was just too much. He was just too lonely in this country. Yeah, so he called me, said that he's not coming back, sent his resignation letter to the office, said he's staying in Zambia, and he had a visa. His visa was renewed for another 3 years, so basically when you resign, your employer informs the Home Office, and then the Home Office tells immigration, and so once you leave, when you come back to the airport, sometimes they won't allow you to enter through the airport, because as much as you have a visa, you also have to show proof of employment, so I'll miss him a lot. So it hasn't been a very nice day, He was one of the few friends I have. As for me, the loneliness, the lack of social life isn't such a big issue, because I'm not really the type that I'm more of an introvert, so it doesn't really make any difference to me, It doesn't really make any difference to me either way. Hi. So with me, I'm just fine, I'm fine with everything. I want to cross the road. I want to go and buy some ugali flour. In this country it's not easy. Can I really cross here? Oh no, I'm trapped. Should have waited. Goodness. I may steal it here. Yeah, so I want to go look for some maize flour ugali. There's some few shops where I think I can get it. Some of the Nigerian shops, and this shop right here, it's called Baraka. It's called Baraka. If you want traditional food, African food, you can come and get it here. How are you, my brother? Yeah, so let me do some food shopping here. I feel like getting some oxtail. Getting some oxtail. What do we have here? All types of meat.
Welcome,
All
sir.
types of meat. Chicken. Hello, sir. How are you? I want some oxtail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
How much? Yeah, guys. So I'm done. I'm done buying what I came to buy at Baraka shop. Now I want to head home. This is the maize flour. It's not very easy to get maize flour here, so it's not a staple food, and so there are some few shops that import maize, and you have to go to those particular shops. Oh, I think this is the winter is passing right now, and so let me just put my things in the bag properly. I just put my things in the bag. Yeah. As I was saying, winter is slowly fading away, because usually, what time is it right now? It's 5:50. It's 5:50. But usually sometimes by 4, it's already dark. But right now it's not yet very dark, so we're starting to get into spring. Yeah. Oh, there's some graffiti. Some young artists have been working on murals here. Some of them are quite really beautiful. You know, talent's everywhere. Talent is everywhere. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah. Over there, that's the Leonardo Hotels. I've been there once, really nice hotel. Yeah, so as I was saying, my friend, we joined the company together. I was very close because, you know, if you're all new to a country, you all work at the same place, assigned at the same section. Most of the time you spend together, you kind of bond and have friendships, you know. And he was a really laid back, cool type of guy, and I consider myself also laid back. So we just clicked, you know. And I knew that we were going to be here for a very long time, you know, until at least we finish our contracts, you know. People kind of like go back home because of different things, different reasons. Some people go back because, you know, they came looking for jobs. They either didn't get the jobs, maybe some were scammed, depending on how you came. Some people came using agencies, and sometimes these agents just get you here. Then when you're here, they leave you alone to figure it out. There are no jobs. There are jobs, but you have to look for the jobs yourself. And it's not easy because in this country they need a lot of references, you know. You don't just walk to an office, hi, hello, my name is so and so and I want a job, you know. So some people came as dependents. Maybe the marriage didn't work out, you know. Some people came as students, they finished their education, their visa expired, they had to go home. Some came as tourists. Some of us came with work visas, and so some people just find it hard to adjust to a new country, a new place. In Europe, I think it's a little better because back at home we speak English, you know, and here it's also English, so you don't have to learn, you know. Oh, look at these are the main buses that are here. Nice buses. The thing I like with this place is that the buses are very, very predictable, you know, and sometimes the schedule is the same bus passes by after every, let's say, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And it's also predictable that it will take this amount of time to get to your destination. You know, so you can actually like time yourself. Because even if there's jam, you find like the buses have their own bus lanes. All right? And it's illegal for anybody else to be on that lane. You'll be fine. So if there's jam, buses can still rush through the bus lanes, you know, which is a good thing. Yeah. So my friend couldn't take it. He was feeling lonely. He didn't like it in this country, and so he decided to go back. And as I said, I'm very sad because he was one of the very good friends I have. Maybe in my coming videos I'll show you my few friends. Let them give you a little take on what they think about this country. Oh, it's getting dark. It's getting darker. It's getting darker. Yeah, what they think about this country. Overall, Europe is a nice place. There's a lot of job opportunities. But one of the important things that you have to know is that things work. So there's rule of law. You know, if you obey the rules, you obey the law, you'll find it's a very nice country. But if you come up with these funny behaviors, you know, you'll find that this country can be very rough on you. You know, because when you come to this country, they've got what you call a DBS. Now, a DBS is the equivalent of Kenya's good conduct certificate. So if at all you do anything fishy in this country, my friend, you're going back. So long as that DBS is touched in any way, form, or reason, my friend, you're going back. That's why you always have to follow the law and make sure that you do not have any interaction with the police for any funny reason. In this country, when I came here, there's a friend of mine we work with. He's lived here for more than 20-30 years. He told me, Benson, when you come here, there are things that you have to be very careful about. You know? He told me that you have to be very, 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 very careful about how you treat women in this country. Because women, children, and pets, I mean dogs, come in the order of 1, 2, 3, and then after them is the men. So, hi, hello. How are you?
That little camera, is it?
Yeah, there's a little camera. I'm a vlogger.
Oh, fair play. That's cool as fuck.
I'm
Man. I
from
like
Kenya.
that.
You like it?
Yeah, fair play.
Say hi to the people
Hello.
in Kenya.
Hello, Kenya.
Yeah, so that's that. In this country, you have to be very, very careful with the things you do. You know, and the system works. So you might think you're doing something and you're not being seen. You know, I kind of researched about it. I found that in the UK basically is one of the most surveilled countries. Like, there's so many surveillance cameras, you know. So you might think you're doing something and you're gonna get away with it, but I'm telling you, you're not. The security systems in this country work really, really well. They're very, very oiled. So you might think you're getting away with it, but you're not. All right? I think I should have crossed from here. Oh, this is, that's Nando's over there. And that is Regent Circus. Yeah, so as I was saying, in this country we have the women up there, the children. Actually, I think it's the children first, and then we have the women, and then we have the dogs. Play around with any of those three, you're in trouble. If you manage to keep your distance from all those three. And it's really funny because back at home, dogs, you can call them pets, but maybe in the posh areas they look at dogs like pets, but most of the other places we look at dogs like an extension of your security, you know, an extension of your wall, your watchman. It's mostly security, you know. And dogs don't stay in the house. Dogs stay outside. And dogs are given like whatever remains on the table in the house. You know, that's just the way it is. But here, if you go to the supermarket and look at the counter that's just for dog food, I'm telling you, if you're new to this country, you'd end up buying dog food thinking that it's human food, because they are packed really nice. They look really good. Different types of meats, chicken, I don't know what, you know. So sometimes you have to really read the labels and the shelves properly, because you might be just buying food in the pet section, you know, where the dog food, cat food and whatever are. Yeah, so someone back at home might not understand, you know, how comes someone managed to come to the UK and then he gets a visa for 3 years. No, gets a visa for 2 years, and then another extension to his visa for 3 years, and then 2 weeks into his new extension for 3 years he decides to go back home. You know, some people might not understand it, but some countries you just have to go to see for yourself. You know, these European countries are where you find the cases of someone was just found in his house, someone was just found dead on his bed because of the loneliness. And that's why it's recommended maybe that if you're to come to this country and you have your family, you should either come with them or figure out how to bring them. Or else it's like one of the most loneliest places you can imagine. You know? And oh, this is a hill. Yeah, I should have taken the car, but I like walking. So, as I was saying, this is one of the most loneliest countries, you know. There's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of work. There's money if you know how to save and use money, because as much as there's money, it's one of the most highly taxed countries, so the tax is really, really high. I mean, sometimes I look at the amount of money I'm taxed and I'm like, I could buy a car in Kenya, a second-hand car in Kenya, every 2 months, you know. So I'm like, I could buy a car every 2 months, you know. That's just the amount of tax that we get taxed in this country, you know. So my friend, he couldn't manage the social life, and he also told me that trying to bring his family here, the process was just something else, you know. And if he were to bring them, maybe they might not have liked it so much, you know. But anyway, you know, east or west, home is always best. I also get homesick, you know, miss my friends, my family, miss the familiar environment, you know, because whenever you're out of your country, you just have this, the small things that always remind you that you're a visitor in someone else's country. So, you know, you always have to watch yourself, you know. You can't like be too comfortable, you know. And whenever you're in someone else's country, you have to learn how to behave just the way if someone was to come to your country, you'd expect them to behave, you know. Treat people respectfully, respect the culture, respect their way of life, you know. If you find them doing things that you don't do back in your country, like there are a lot of things here that are just weird, but you have to take the good with the bad, you know. So my friend went back to Zambia. I'm less by one friend now because I tend to pick friends, you know, because you can't pick family and relatives. So even if you don't like some of them, you have to put up with it. But friends, you can pick. So I'm just one of those people who are very picky with my friends. So I don't have so many in this country. Yeah, so if I lose even one, it's a big deal. It's such a big deal. I'm gonna miss my friend so much. One day maybe I'll go visit him in Zambia. You never know. You know, we really bonded as friends. So anyway, I was missing home a bit and I wanted to eat some ugali today with some oxtail. So I've got my ugali. I want to go and cook ugali, have something to eat, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you share, subscribe to my channel, and see you all again. All right, bye.